Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
Nigeria will play Benin Republic in that crucial game. We must win this game. No stories, no anything. Don't want, we tried. Win your game first. Then we'll look at what will happen in South Africa. What will happen in South Africa against Rwanda. But we need to do our job first. If we do our job first, then we'll see what happens in South Africa. But today, we must beat Benin Republic. And have to beat them at least with 2-goal margin. We have to win at least 2-0 for us to win. So 1-0 might not even do the work. 2-0, so we need to attack and beat Benin today, and it's going to be a tough game. But I trust my Super Eagles. I would say I'll not trust them too much, but I have to hope and trust them that they are going to do the job. Let's hope that soon that Rwanda will do the job for us.
Today is the day. Today is the day. Today is the day we have been waiting for. Today is the day we have been waiting for.
Nigeria is going to play Benin by 5 p.m. today, the same time with South Africa game versus Rwanda. So both of them will play the same time. Nigeria is going to play Benin Republic today. If you look at these guys, it's not that easy. They are first in the group, and it's by merit. It's not that they are first, not by chance. Is that Ganaro is doing a very great job there. That's why they are top. Benin have 17 points after 9 games, and South Africa has 15 points. Then Nigeria has 14 points. So it's a dicey game, but Nigeria is going to play Benin. What do you think will happen in that game? Nigeria should be blowing them out. I don't think Lupan is going to play because I accumulated yellow card, so he's going to miss this game. But generally, we have enough fire score to win this game.
We have enough firepower, especially if we field Samu or we play Iwobi in that position and get a more defensive cover alongside Wilfred Ndidi. Secondly, we need to start the game with 2 strikers up forward like we did last time around. But rather than start Tolu and Osimhen up forward, I would like us to see Osimhen starting alongside Ako James, Ako Adams, yes. So I would like to see both of them start up front. It will be probably on the left or Samu on the left, and then somebody alongside Wilfred Ndidi in the middle. Then our skipper, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say this. Our skipper should start from the bench. Let Benjamin Frederick start alongside Calvin Bassey in the center, or they still go ahead and trust him again today and put Benjamin Fredericks on the right. But whatever the game shape is going to look like, whether we are playing 3-4 at the back or 5, the most important thing is that performance levels have to be up, attention, concentration has to be up. This is a game that we do not let them relax and feel like, okay, we've settled in. Let's not pressure Nigeria. We need to keep them on their toes and make sure that we soak out any energy they are going to have. And of course, the most important person in this game now is the 12th man, which is our home advantage. We need everybody to turn up. They didn't fail us last time we were at Calabar. We are expecting this time that they won't fail us again. Everybody needs to turn up to make sure that we have the energy levels right, the atmosphere is rife, and that we are able to get the performance today.
Okay, and also, what do you see in this game?
Oh yeah, turn up. I see Benin Republic. I see Benin Republic. I see Nigeria. I see South Africa. This game is going to be another game where I want to take talk now. The coach has seen the players he has. He's not going to say, we're not going to say he's going to come and experiment again. He's not experimenting in this one. You've experimented with new players, Tolu, Victor Boniface, Terence Murphy, Cyril. You've experimented with all the strikers, and now you're figuring out that these 2 players, it's clear to see that these 2 players are just the same. It's just like photocopying a book. There's no difference between them, and looking for a different author. You get? Now, this Tolu and Victor Osimhen are the same mode of play, the same style of play, everything. They like to hold up play. They play like with their back to goal, and they still get the numbers up because they hold up play. They still run in for the crosses and the passes to make those finishing touches. But on the other end, you have players who don't play with their back to goal. In terms of Adams, Ako, Terence Murphy, and every other person. And you have Samuel Chukwueze, who doesn't like to play with his back to goal as well. Though he's not a striker, he likes to attack the final third, he likes to attack the boss 18. He can get you penalties. You have this person who is, I think that guy should have gone to a bigger team, in person of what's his name now, Moses Simon, who also wants to attack those spaces behind the defense line. So if you have these players in your front 4, I'll prefer to play one and any of them. Ademola Lookman likes to play with his front to go, not with his back to go. He likes to run into those spaces as well. But in this game, he might not be available because of accumulated yellow card. So if you field him in, you collect the same punishment as South Africa. They'll deduct your 3 points, even if you score 17 goals. they'll give those 17 goals to Benin Republic. So it's like, stay on the bench, don't play this one. While other people, experiment other people, I will prefer an Osimhen or Chukwueze up front.
Well, we're going to see what's going to happen today. Who is going to play from the flanks and who is going to play as the striker, if he's going to play a 4-4-2, a 3-5-2, anything he's going to do. But the point is that we need to,
with a 3-4-3.
At the end, we need to just to win this game, whether we are playing any formation. Nigerian fans don't care. Shele was talking with the press. He said that we are focused, that everybody is focused for this game. But it's not by mouth. You just need to perform. And I understand what John is saying too. Our fans need to turn up. The last time we knew you, they turned up, but they feel no too full. So I know too like them, but all of I think they should make the stadium free. Let everybody just come in. Restrict crowd. Once it's free, let everybody else not enter. Because if you allow it, it will happen. That thing happened in Rangers, where everybody they opened the field. Everybody was almost encroaching to the field. Yes, so I think they should manage the. But we need all our voices, all the fans to intimidate these guys when they play Uyo today.
The thing is, it's not about the fans. The man knows the atmosphere of the place. Ganotro knows how the atmosphere of the place is, so you cannot intimidate or be intimidated. He's been here, he's done that with us, so he knows where you can intimidate when you play in Lagos. You can intimidate the fans or the opposition when you play in Lagos. You can intimidate them when you play in Abuja. But the last time we played in Abuja, we did not qualify. Again, and they say Lagos is too crowded, which means that's where you actually need the crowd. But again, in Uyo, there's this level of decorum in the field. You cannot outbuy the whole place, but again, there's this level of unseriousness that comes with the players in that place. You're not where you feel just go relax. So it feels like when they're in that environment, they are relaxed a lot.
I beg to differ on that. Where the most important thing about this conversation, the importance of the fans in this game is that we don't need the fans to overwhelm Genotro. We need them to overwhelm the 11 players on the pitch. And the most important, and for all the talk about having a manager who is in your ear, telling you how to count and how to manage the game, how to not let this game overwhelm you. Bro, when push comes to shove, like Mike Tyson will say, when you collect your first blow, your plan will go out the window. It's not how to survive that will not be the main thing. So the most important thing is we need to start, and we need to start well, and we need to put them under pressure.
We need to put them under pressure. Chile was talking to the press yesterday. He was talking about that we need to just win our game tomorrow, no matter what happens with South Africa. Let's just do our job. That is what the players want. They had an issue traveling back from their away game when they finished playing Lesotho from South Africa. They had to have an emergency landing in Angola because of the plane had an issue. Thankfully, that nobody was harmed. The plane landed safely. They have to wait a little bit before they boarded another plane to Nigeria. So we are happy that nothing happened to our players. They landed. So even though that they had a problem with their flight, they landed with a good spirit. So even though that they are saying maybe there might be a little bit of nervousness in the camp, but it's understandable.
It's understandable. It was a scare.
It's a scare. If anything happens, they will not go to the World Cup. Even our captain was talking about players want to deliver and they want to go to the World Cup. So, but the position now is not in our hands. Even if we do our job, South Africa wins their game, South Africa will just fly straight to the World Cup. So it's going to be interesting. We are going to be looking at that game and looking at South Africa game at the same time, because I think if you ask me, I think that if they are playing it, they don't tell the players the score line, because if they finish halftime, they can tell them, okay, this is the score. Because if it's second score 2-0, motivation will just kill this player.
I think it's going to be different, because we've seen in other scenarios where this thing is going on that the player may not know, but the people in the stadium will know.
Yeah, they know. And they will start singing about it.
The atmosphere lifts, and then eventually the players will know, basically.
Okay, but what happened? Obviously, Genotro was talking to the press too. He was talking about that they are where they are because by merit, and they deserve to go to the World Cup, and they are trying to win Nigeria in Uyo. They have won Nigeria in African Cup qualifier. One, there 2 goals to 1, right? So he knows how to beat Nigeria. So he is going to be trying to do it one more time, but it's going to be an interesting game today. I don't know what the formation which is going to be.
The last time he beat Nigeria, there was a telling statement in his interview. He said the Super Eagles kind of lose focus whenever they go 1 goal up, or whenever they are still playing a draw and they feel like the game is going in their favor, they lose focus in that area. So he's known this team. I think it's just one thing the Super Eagles has to work on, because we saw it against Lesotho. We've been seeing when manager talks something, we'll be like, "Gonna lie because of this," but you go back and you look at the team play, gradually you begin to see that moment where they lose focus for like 10-20 minutes. You see them walking around the pitch, they're not running, they're not making those tackles, they're not. So I feel like he's going to want to, you get, expose them on that and do what he needs to do about. But again, I just feel like this game, he's had his homework. It's one thing about the manager having your homework. God John has said when you have the first, when they throw you the first punch, your plan go through. You go throw your plan.
So who go throw the first punch?
Now the problem now, if you cannot throw the first punch.
That's where the thing is. We need to be the ones to throw the first punch.
If Benin throw the first punch for our jaw, it's over. It's over because you will not see Super Eagles fighting to come into the game.
When was the last time Nigeria scored 3 in the game?
It don't take.
The
last time I remember, now I think AFCON. The last time I remember, I think AFCON.
AFCON scored 3 in the game.
AFCON will go down 1-1 now 1-1. So not be this percent of AFCON. No. Like cannot throw AFCON, we score plenty goals like that. But since then, no.
But it's going to be an interesting 5 p.m. today. Nigeria will play Benin Republic in Uyo. We'll see. You will see what happens today. Truthfully, it's not in our hands again. We have to do our own job. Then, if South Africa lose or draw, then we go to the World Cup. If we win by 2-0, especially if we win by 2-0. But anything less than a win, Nigeria will not play the World Cup, which is going to be very, very, very bad for a country like that. As we said before on this show, our players all of them are 25 plus. All of them are 25 plus. That means, and most of them are 26, 27, 28. If they don't play the World Cup, all of them will be in their 30s. When the next 4 years, when the World Cup will arrive in the next 4 years, so it's the next 5 years, so it's bad. Imagine it's bad. That Osimhen will be maybe 30 to play the World Cup if he's still available to play for the World Cup at that time. So it's sad. And we have the best player in the Africa playing on our team. We have the former best player,
back-to-back AFCON player of the year
are playing in our team, and we can't even qualify for the World Cup in a group that has South Africa and Benin. Imagine Benin going to the World Cup where we are in the same group with Benin. It's somehow
it's best prepared. It's
not bad.
For all the talk about superstars, for all the talk about CAF, for all the talk about Africa best, bro, best coordinated, the best team on the team should qualify. That's the most important thing. You saw it last game, how we were not coordinated in the defense. You saw it also last game, how we let these people back into the game when we should have closed out the game. So there is still a lot of work we need to do. So it's not about we want this, we have the best player, cry me a river. We need to deliver. That's the most important thing. Deliver when it matters. Deliver. That's all. Cry me a river. Deliver on the day. For all the talk about best whatever he should have won, he shouldn't have won, he was top 8 in Ballon d'Or list. Bro, cry me a river. Show me on the pitch you want it, basically.
Okay, let's see what happens in today's game. It's not in our hands. If we win, we will for South Africa. But in fact, I know all Nigerian fans, all Nigerian players, and all Nigerian fans everywhere in the world, we're watching the 2 games at the same time. We are looking at this one and looking at this one. We are even more focused on South Africa. If we score first, they will also switch to South Africa to see what's happening there. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting game for Nigeria. We must win today. But let's get your prediction for today's game. Nigeria versus Benin. What is your scoreline? Because everybody will know Nigeria will win, but what is your scoreline for that game?
Godwin, the most important thing is finishing top of the group, because even that second position where they talk to you know when you close your eye, you shoot your shot and expecting to hit a target. That's what you're doing with that second position.
Your prediction for this game?
We need to win 2-0.
2-0, okay.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
2-0.
What is your prediction for this game, Mosi?
We go win.
We go win.
We go win.
What is score like?
We go win, Benin go qualify.
How you go win Benin go qualify? It's not possible.
That is where I stand.
Okay, but let's see what happens in that game today. Nigeria will play Benin today by 5 p.m. Nigeria must win today's game. Must win. There is no stories yet. They must win for us to qualify, to have a chance to qualify for the World Cup. Okay. Wait, have you subscribed? Please subscribe to the channel. Now, as I'm talking to you, please subscribe to the channel. Remember to like, comment, and share this video.